I didn't audition for it, and so there was that first day at the read-through. I was like, "Oh, I wonder if they know what they've gotten into." I didn't know. I was born in Connecticut, and just learned how to spell it last year, which is great. I was the youngest of four, and I said, "Please listen to me," and I did this with my hair. No, I think that many actor friends of mine are youngest children. In a much abbreviated version of Oliver Twist, I think I was in 5th grade, so I think we cut the rape scene, maybe. I don't even know if there is one, little I know. But I played the Artful Dodger, and the spotlight hit me, and I thought, this is fucking great. This is great, man. And then I walked up on stage, and I gave a rousing rendition of Consider Yourself, and my life was changed. I remember being in acting school, and everybody in the class being, saying sort of, well, I knew I'm destined to be an actor, and there's nothing else I can do on earth. There's nothing, and I'll die if I can't be an actor. And I was kind of like, I have a minor in business, and though I'm suffering through microeconomics, I accept that there's a possibility I may not end up doing this, but I'd like to kind of try and figure this out. I was sent in by a lady who was handled infants for television commercials into a Big River audition, and there the late and great Stanley Sobel saw me and screened me and brought me in, and then I met Des McAnuff and ended up doing Tom Sawyer in the first national tour of Big River, which was a terrific show and a great part, and it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, it led me to believe that I would always just walk into auditions and just get Broadway first national tours and jobs and Broadway, and it just didn't end up being quite that easy. When you play those 2,000, 3,000 seat venues, and you're playing a comic role, you learn very quickly that your physage is only going to do you so much good, and the rest of it you have to communicate with your body. I was a pretty good athlete growing up, so I was pretty in touch with with how my body, how to move my body, and I think that again, because I'm a bottomless pit of need when it comes to laughs. You just try to do anything with your body you can to get a laugh. I played Snoopy in the revival of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. I think the day that I got my Tony in the mail, which you get later with your engraving, there was, I had an audition for the voice of Jared from Subway, of the voice of his pants. So just to go to show you that the day you receive your Tony is not nearly as glamorous as the day you actually are sort of told you're going to get your Tony. And I didn't get the voice of Jared's pants, by the way. That was too bad. I guess this didn't work. I played Carmen Gia in The Producers, Roger Bart common law assistant, which was a great, great part. I quietly snuck more and more cheesy bits in that show because they liked the scene. And I had so little to do in the show, I just very quietly kind of tried to make the part bigger and bigger, like Fred Applegate, bigger and bigger and bigger, and Andrea Martin, as much as I could. And then, and somehow they just suddenly turned around and went, wait a minute, what has he done? Why is this scene now 11 minutes long? I've made that mistake too. I always think the monster is Frankenstein. No, he's really the doctor. And I always thought it would be a funny line in the show, although they never put it in, where we would have a really kind of close, poignant moment where I would go up to the monster and say, by the way, what's your name? And he would go, Steve. I think that audiences like it so much because there's always been a fascination in humanity, and particularly our culture, with the notion of bringing somebody back to life. I mean, that's the only explanation I have for why I cried during Ghost. Don't you? The reason they go crazy in part is because I don't think you've ever seen a big green man come to life on stage before. I think it's a unique and a beautiful experience to watch every night. We just haven't seen this. And we haven't seen a comedy about monsters. So I think it's unique. It's a different sensibility. In a few years, I'm going to look back on this job and realize that it was like the time of my life. I'm aware that it's extraordinarily special, and that I don't use the word blessed, but that I'm very grateful and humbled by the opportunity to be able to do it.